What's up, guys? Today we're going to go over 5 little tips to help you improve your walk cycle. Now, every animator has done a walk cycle. Usually after your bouncing ball, you get your weight, your timing, your spacing, all that fun stuff. You start going into walk cycles. And walk cycles, they're pretty complicated. There's a lot going on. So one of the first things that helped me when doing any walk cycle is character. Right? You're a character animator. If you're just an animator, well, I don't know what to tell you. You may want to go to a different channel, check out a different video. But if you're a character animator, you have to think about what? The character you're animating, right? Are they angry? Are they happy? Are they a bit corpulent on the big side? Are they skinny? Where are they walking to? You know, all of that can determine how they walk. And it's something as you as a character animator you need to think about. Like, are they aggressive? What do you want to show in this walk cycle? What should the viewer get and the audience get immediately when seeing this walk cycle? Now, the second thing, before you even touch a rig, and for those of you who want to know, this rig is absolutely free. You can get it at the Gumroad. It's Dr. Octavius. Make sure to check it out. I think it's a pretty awesome rig, if I do say so myself. Now, this little tip right here, little great device, is a cube. And I got this little tip from Kyle Kenworthy. So shout outs to him. He's also another animator. And what he advises, what he was doing, is using this to determine like the speed and the weight of the character. And that is genius, because let's check it out, right? This right here, you get a feel. Before I even touch this rig, I get a feel for what this character, how he feels. It's heavy, bam, it's almost like a stomp going on, and it saves me some time. The more you can do before you actually touch the rig, the more you can do outside of Maya even, the faster your animation will be, because there's a lot less guesswork involved. Now, of course, you can go all out with this, depending on how much you want to animate it. You know, you can maybe animate the rotation a little bit so you can get a feel of the hips of bam, 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 bam. That's on you. Probably don't want to spend too much time on this, but you want to get a feel for how you can expect your character to move and the weight and the speed of the cycle, which is always important. The next thing that every animator has faced during an animation, during a cycle, is you already know, this bad boy right here, the foot. Oh, goodness gracious, the foot. I especially new animators. There is nothing like doing a walk cycle and having a foot slide, or having the spacing messed up, or having this foot roll. Because the foot roll is, I'm telling you, I think it's sent straight from hell. Yep, I think it's God's way of punishing us, is having us animate this foot roll. Because I know one of the first things I was thinking is like, well, what do I do? Do I do the foot roll? Do I just animate the foot roll, right? Just have it come up off the ground? Do I do it manually and just animate it, and then when I get back over here, just move the toe up, and then do this and have it come up right here, and then animate that. What about the knee pop? Knee pop, right? Oh my gosh, knee pop. So I do manual stretch? Do I, to cheat the knee pop? Like what do I do here? So after years, months, and days, and hours, and seconds of pulling out my hair, of just being completely frustrated, I figured from my experience, you don't have to take it from me. Some of you guys may have different workflows, but from my experience, the easiest way for me to animate the foot roll is actually just doing it manually, right? Because one thing I notice, if I do it with the foot roll, yeah, I get this beautiful smooth, bam. Look at that, sexy, right? Smooth transition. But what I have to do is when it gets over there, right, I animate the foot roll. Say we do a key here, and then we have to take it up, right? Takes it up. Well, now we're gonna have to zero out the foot roll, and what we're gonna have to do? We're gonna have to boom. We're gonna have to move it anyway. We're gonna have to manually animate it anyway. So one thing I like is to have all the control from the beginning, right? So I'll just, boom, animate this here, key here, another key, flatten that out, flatten it out there, then another key, maybe go right here, and then get control of the toe, bring this up, bring that up right there, boom, put a key there. Let's see, there we go, flatten that out, key there, and then guess what? I'll put a key there, zero that out, and we already got it. and then you just scroll through, you scroll through your animation. So bam, from there to the flat right here, and you're done. For me, that has been just very simple, very easy. And you can work on your slow ins and slow outs just in the graph editor. But getting that slide, getting that smooth toe foot roll has been so much easier just actually animating the foot and the toe separately. Now, the next thing that I notice on mini reels is people tend to not concern themselves with this bad boy right here. This bad boy right here, the hand, right? Usually what people do, they'll do, oh, it's already in relax. They'll do a relax and they'll leave it right there. They'll animate everything else. The wrist, they'll animate the forearm, they'll animate the arm, all this. But the hands will just be stiff. They'll just be stiff moving in space. That's what you'll see, right? They'll just be moving. Just hand, boom, boom, boom. And the hand will be stiff. Now, for the longest, I'm not gonna lie, I hated animating the hands in a walk cycle. I was like, yo, this is like, really, do I have to? I just feel like it's pointless. Like, no one's looking at the hands in a walk cycle. They're looking at the walk. But what I would do is, a little cheat of mine, is that I would just make the person have a fist. So in a lot of my earlier animations, all of my walk cycles, the person would have a fist. Eventually, one of my directors, the animation director, is like, yo, why does he have a fist? Why does this character have a fist, right? Why don't you animate the hand? It's like, I guess so, right? I got reamed for it. But I would have the fist. Because that way I don't have to animate the hands. I don't have to, do any follow through or overlap with the hands. But don't do that. Animate the hands. Give some life to the hands, right? Whether they're opening or closing a little bit, whether, they're feeling the drag of the weight of coming down. Show that in the hands. It's little details. Pay attention to the details. I mean, you have these controllers for a reason. Might as well use them. And you don't have to do anything crazy because it is a cycle, so you don't want to see the hand opening and closing every, 15 frames or something like that. But you get a little subtlety in the hands makes a world of a difference. Now, the last thing I want to talk about that many people neglect, these bad boys right here, the hips. A lot of you animators just neglect the hips. I know you don't have to do them like Shakira, but let's get some animation in the hips. A lot of you guys totally forget about the hips, but the hips, they move in a walk cycle. Yes, that's correct. You get some Z rotation, right? Now you don't have to, make them, switch like that. Depending on the character, I don't know, maybe the character does switch like that. A heavy switch is bam, 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 bam. But get some of that going on. Get some Y going on. You can even add a little bit of X, right? When the foot is moving forward, add a little X. Get a little cut when it comes back. And just a good overall mechanic to remember is overlap. If you got a stiff walk cycle, chances are you don't have any overlap, right? All your keys are hitting the same thing, or all your poses are hitting the same key, right? Down, up, down, up, down, up. This is hitting down, up. This is on the same key. This is on the same key. This down is on the same key. Yo, break it up. The torso hitting the same time as the head. All right? That's not how that works. You got to break it up. So the torso. Remember the wave principle? Well, you have that in the body. You have that in the body. That's why many of the schools, they have a little ball with the tail, so you can see, understand the principle of overlaps. Well, all this is essentially a ball with the tail, right? You got the core right here, and then the tail goes up. You get some overlap with the head, with the neck, with the torso, with the hips, and the same thing with the arms, right? You got overlap with the wrists, breaking of joints, successive breaking of joints, the wrists. You got the elbow, and then you got the arm. Same thing. And lastly, one thing that irritates me is when I see people doing walks and the person is just completely up like this. No one walks like that. I'm sorry, unless you're a superhero, right? Unless you're a superhero, I mean, most superheroes, they have amazing posture. They just have to. I think it's a prerequisite in order to fight crime. They have amazing postures. The shoulders are always back, head always up. Freaking amazing. But for the rest of us, we bending over a little bit, right? Most of us were working at computers. Most of you guys probably look like this. Most of you guys probably don't even see where you're walking. Because, you're hunched over playing video games, hurt your neck, so you got to go walk like this. Walking like you're 80. But Hopefully that's not you. I'll pray for you if that's you. But for the most of us, we're gonna have a slight lean. Because remember, it's best described as a falling and catching yourself. Falling and catching yourself. You're gonna lean a little bit towards, right? You're gonna lean a little forward. I can't stand people who leave it right there. Just rotate X 0. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be my 5 tips for animating a walk cycle. Just a few things not to forget when animating. A few things you can do that'll help you improve your cycles, make things go faster. You always want to go faster, like Sonic. Gotta go faster. That is going to be the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, and until next time, guys, keep animating.